Now, Alveda, it's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Melissa, thank you. Hello. Hi.
Hello, good to see you. This is a tough message that Donald Trump is bringing, and it's one that I've heard echoed from Ben Carson as well. The idea that Democratic policies, they may be well-intentioned, but they have done more to hobble the community rather than to lift it up. Do you agree with that, or what do you think?
These are the moments I have longed for throughout this campaign, to see the platforms in front of us and to have a chance to examine those and to find out what those solutions are. Now, the platform of the Democrats, headed up with Mrs. Hillary Clinton, is let's give you more abortions, more birth control, pass out more birth control and all of this, and that's lock everybody up who's committing crimes, and that's going to make America better. And so that platform is just not full of hope. The platform that Mr. Trump is leading says, let's give more jobs, let's do better with education, let's get the jobs back to Americans first. And he's not pushing the immigrants out who are legal, but to open up more jobs and opportunities. I was listening to the question, what does that really look like?
Yeah.
Well, young African Americans, of course, can get back into some trades like the electricity and all of those electricians and plumbers and all of that. Many of them had to be forced out of school, dropped out of school, are not trained, so they really need some good education. And then they can take part of their earnings and invest those earnings and become entrepreneurs. What better example of an opportunity for entrepreneurship than to have a president who has succeeded and done that? One thing about Mr. Trump, 70-year-old billionaire in the golden years of his life, wants to help all Americans. He surrounds himself with leaders like Dr. Ben Carson. There are many leaders that he surrounds himself with who know how to succeed in America, and they actually have put aside their own retirement and vacation to help America. Oh my God, I mean, this is a golden moment.
But it can be hard to hear the message from him specifically. I mean, people accuse him of pandering. The last time he went out and he made a speech, he was trying to make the point about school choice and saying that Hillary Clinton is against school choice, and why should inner city kids not have a choice when wealthy, affluent white kids have a choice? And that was, you know, no matter what he said, it was taken out of context, and he made the comment about that Hillary Clinton's a bigot for not wanting that choice for inner city kids, and that's what people focus on. So it's hard for him to deliver the message. What advice would you give him so that he's better heard?
Isn't there a wonderful saying, don't shoot the messenger, listen to the message? And I believe that, as he explains, when I say school choice, I just mean that every American simply needs a good education so that they can use their minds and their hands to make America better, so that they can invest in America. And right now, school choice is an excellent platform for that, because we all know that when you bring in a program like school choice, it makes the public schools get better because they have to compete with the other alternatives. Competition he gets. He knows competition, and he says we're going to let the best educators compete and come to the table and give America's children better education. And so when he puts it in that language, America will definitely get that.
Do you think it's realistic to think that he would get more minority votes at this point? I mean, he has been painted as racist by a lot of the electorate, whether that is accurate or not. That message has been sent through the mainstream media, and at this point it seems like no matter what his intentions are, it is difficult to win that vote back.
Melissa, there are several polls out there, and I can give you some real case studies of my cell phone, my Twitter, my Facebook, things ringing, and people are now saying, I need to take another look at Donald Trump. I said, well, forget the personality, look at the platform. African Americans can think, reason, like all Americans can. And when people begin to look at that platform and understand, and you know, he's really putting his money and his heart where his mouth is. He's going into these neighborhoods. He's asking, how many times have we ever heard a presidential candidate go and say, African Americans, will you vote for me? The Democrats take it for granted. The Republicans previously have ignored that. But here's a man that says, I want your vote. I care about you. Let me help. Now, I'm not endorsing any candidates. I pray. I look at the platforms. I do vote pro-life. So that's just where we are.
Yeah.
So I believe that he's got my attention. I believe he's going to have the attention of America, not just African Americans.
So do you think he has to do more of this? Would you send him into other cities? I mean, where do you think he should go next?
I believe that he will continue to visit all of the communities of America. And that's going to be every ethnic group, no colorblind. He's going to take off those glasses and see clearly what America needs and begin to answer, listen to America and answer. And we're going to embrace the ethnicity of all America. This is a melting pot. It's time for the stew to smell good, and I believe Mr. Trump can help.
Okay, Alveda King, always a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate it.
Thanks for the opportunity.